Hello, welcome back to the Kailah King Show. Oh my goodness, I am so excited for this conversation because faith over fear has been the absolute baseline for my life's existence. Every moment in time, I am always, let me rephrase this. Every moment in time when I have an opportunity or an invitation for something new, I'm always presented with fear and faith. Now, I have found myself in moments, because I'm a manifesting generator, up and down, emotional manifesting generator, so up and down. I have found myself in moments leaning too far into the fear and allowing the fear to create my reality when it comes to this new opportunity or invitation. So an example of this could be, as we refer to my, a life-changing investment that I made when it came to Egypt. If I didn't have the ability to rise above and tap into the higher perspective and see the fear and the faith, then I could have potentially lent into only the fear and only sat with the fear. And then the fear would have created my reality and I would have never said yes to Egypt. But because I have the ability to rise above and tune into the fear and the faith, I'm able to see both. But for a very long time, I could only see fear. My whole life, I could only tune into the fear. That's what we're programmed to do, right? But intuitively, I could always tune into the highest potential, the faith. I had to have faith in the highest potential. But not many people can hold faith in the highest potential of it all working out for them, that it gets to become better than they ever expected when they're holding fear as well. And so one of the greatest lessons that I had to have in this lifetime was having the capacity to hold both the fear and the faith. And the way that I've been able to hold the capacity of both the fear and the faith is because I've been able to tune into a reality where neither is failure. Because even in the worst thing ever happening, the fear actually coming to life in my external reality, there is still growth. There is still expansion. There is still wisdom, a lesson, and a fucking extraordinary gift. So, even if I fail, even if it all doesn't work out, even if nobody buys, even if I embody more of the fear, I'm still going to have an extraordinary lesson. And the moment that I chose to hold the fear and the faith, still lean into my highest potential, still leaning into the faith and the absolute trust in my highest potential, whilst holding the fear of the absolute possible reality that the fear could come to life, is the exact moment that I become the most powerful person in the room. Because nothing is going to hold me back, not even my own fears. I'm going to feel the fear and I'm going to do it anyway. Because I know that whatever happens, the lesson is going to be extraordinary, whether I fear, fail, or I succeed, the faith. No matter the outcome, the result is that I am going to grow. I'm going to receive what I needed from that experience because I trust in the divine creator. I have faith in the divine creator. I have faith in the lesson. And if I'm really honest with you, there is more growth in failure than there has ever been in any of my success. Let that land for a moment. I have created more wisdom, accessed more wisdom, had more lessons, and experienced more growth in all of the failures. In every single moment that it didn't work out has been the reason why I catapulted to a whole new fucking level. Let that land. We are so scared, petrified, terrorized, traumatized, in absolute agony of the worst possible situation actually happening. So much so that it destabilizes our nervous system and puts us into a panic, like a state of panic where we can't move, fight, flight, or freeze. But if in those moments we had the tool to regulate our nervous system, to ground and anchor, to hold the capacity of the potential that it might fail, but then have an absolute knowing, a trust, and a faith in, even if I fail, there's going to be something extraordinary that comes out of it. When we can tune into the power that that holds, we become unstoppable, unfuckwithable, undeniably the most powerful person in the room, because not even your own fear is going to hold you back. Like, let that land. That is a code. Not even your own fear is going to hold you back. Because when you don't hold fear and you hold faith, but you have the ability and the trust in yourself to move through any failure or fear, you become the most powerful person in the room, the most magnetic person in the room. And you're no longer living life in fear, but in pleasure of all of the magic that could actually come to life right before your eyes. Because you're good if it doesn't, and you're fucking great if it does. Can you imagine that? Like, literally just imagine, like, think of one moment in your life where you have been presented with an opportunity or an invitation to do something new, and the fear has been so fucking overwhelming that you're like, absolutely not. Can't even comprehend. Okay, mortgage is coming through right now. So if you've ever gone, like, you want to buy a new house, you want to move to a new location, you want to do something new, you want to sell your house, but you want to buy a new one. And the new house is like, the vision that you actually hold for the new house is fucking extraordinary. Like, there's no possible way that you could afford that house. So the fear of, is somebody going to buy our old house? Is somebody going to... are we going to get the right amount for it? How is it going to work that we will sell the house at the exact amount of time that we need for settlement to then, look, what if we don't even find another house to move into? What if we don't even have a house? Where are we going to live? What if the house that we find and is more expensive than the house that we sell it for? So how are we going to make up for that, like, difference in money? Can you see how you can spiral completely out of fucking control when you focus on the fear? So what if you gave yourself space to hold the fear and the faith? Because what if it actually all works out perfectly for you? What if the perfect buyer comes along and offers you the perfect price, and the house settles at the perfect date to align with your new house perfectly, and the new buyers actually accept your perfect offer? And what if the difference is actually perfect and you can afford it and there's no fear that actually comes with it because you're actually good and you're fully supported by the creator? Like, what if it actually all gets to work out for you? How often do you actually allow yourself the space to feel into what if it actually all gets to work out for you? To tune into this level of trust and faith and excitement and pleasure and joy and ecstasy, because that's the higher frequency, which is an energetic match for the thing that you're actually desiring. But the moment that you're focusing on all of the fear down here, you're actually repelling the reality that you actually desire and want to receive. Because the moment that you're giving too much attention to the fear of what if it all doesn't work out, and what if it crashes and burns, and what if I fail and we have no home, we're homeless, you are focusing on repelling the thing that you actually desire. And more than that is, you're giving your power away to a circumstance that hasn't even fucking happened yet. And on top of that, you are focusing on something, you're giving all of your energy to the thing that you don't want, and none of your energy to the thing that you actually desire. So because you're an energetic match of it all not working out for you, and you're holding the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions of it all falling apart and failing, you are becoming the vibrational match, the energetic match for the thing that you don't desire. So can you hold the fear and the faith? Can you be okay if it doesn't all work out and it all fails? Can you be okay with the lessons and the gift and the wisdom that you're going to extract from that experience that's going to quantum leap you closer to where you desire to be, if not better, because that's what always happens? What if, and here's a huge one, what if you have this hope and this vision for this beautiful house, and you have this faith and trust that this is all going to work out? And what if it doesn't? And what if All these fears came to life right before you. But what if those fears, the extracted gift and the lesson and the wisdom that came from that, actually brought you more into alignment of the thing that you are meant to receive, which is of a higher frequency than what you even had the ability to comprehend or vision? What if? What if it actually gets to work out better than you ever imagined? What if you thought you wanted a $1 million house, but the creator was like, we've got an $8 million house for you? What if? How often do you allow yourself to tune into the frequency of what if it all gets to work out for me? What if it actually all aligns perfectly for me? Can you hold the trust and the fucking faith that it's all going to work out for you? Or do you fall back into default of fear? And if you do fall back into the default of fear, do you have the conscious awareness to rise into faith and choose faith over fear again and again and again? Because I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I have fear every single day. I have to bring a conscious awareness to what am I thinking, what am I feeling, and what actions am I taking? And is this in awareness? Is this in alignment, with a fear or my faith, my higher vision, my highest timeline, my highest potential? Is this a pattern, a cycle? Is this something that plays out for me in every area of my life? Or am I going to consciously shift that, consciously choose to realign with my highest potential, my highest timeline, and my highest version of me? Am I going to choose faith over fear? I have to consciously make that decision, but that means I have to have the conscious awareness of where I'm currently at, which means I have to come back into my alignment, back into my body, and ask my truth. My logical mind is only going to keep me safe. It's going to replay all of the potentials that could go wrong to keep me safe and comfortable, because you know why? If I wanted that $1 million house, maybe $8 million house, if I wanted that, but if I held on to the fear that I'm not going to be able to afford it, then I'm only going to create the reality that I'm never going to be able to afford it. But if I hold the desire for an $8 million house, which is happening, by the way, an $8 million house, I can literally see the house. It's a vision that I hold in Currumbin. If I hold on to the vision of that $8 million house and I still feel the fears, but I have the capacity to hold on to the fear and the faith with trust, absolute trust in the divine creator. That makes me the most powerful force on this earth. Because nothing that anyone could say to me, even if they were like, how are you going to afford that? How is that possible? You're a single mom of 3 boys. I don't know. Whatever could possibly come up. Because I'm so anchored in my truth, so centered, grounded, and aligned, nothing outside of me, not even my own fear, is going to pull me out of alignment from my highest potential, my highest truth, and the highest version of me, my $8 million house. Can you see how powerful that is? Absolutely extraordinary. Having the ability to hold the fear and the faith, creating the space to sit with the fear, be okay with the fear, trusting that whatever comes from the fear or failure is going to be an extraordinary lesson that will bring me closest to my highest potential more than any success. Can I hold conscious space for my faith? Can I hold conscious space for what if it all gets to work out for me, that it all gets to be extraordinary, that it all gets to be better than I ever imagined? Can I hold the capacity of both the fear and the faith? And can I hold faith over fear? So every moment that I'm falling into fear, can I alchemize and rise? Alchemize and rise. Alchemize and rise. And it's gonna feel like you're doing it again and again and again until you have created a new identity, until it has become more normal for you to alchemize that fear and rise than ever before. And that's when you've created a new baseline, your new boundary, your new standard in the way of being. Oh, candle burning! This is the magic that you hold. This is the power that you hold when you create that sacred inner alchemy, when you have the ability to sit with your shadows, your fears, your doubts, the fear that is holding you back in every area of your life. When you have the capacity to go deep into your fear and bring love to the parts of you that you once abandoned, that you thought were not good enough, that were not lovable, the shame, the guilt, the judgment. When you can bring love to those parts of you, in that moment, you alchemize it and you bring it to light. And the moment that you bring it to light, to unconditional love, you rise like a phoenix and the vibration shifts. It's no longer something that you hold. The fear doesn't hold power over you. You hold the power. The shame, the guilt, it no longer holds power over you. You hold the power. And the moment that, oh my gosh, I want to cry because I can feel the impact. The moment that you alchemize your shadow into light and you rise like a phoenix, you rise your vibration, your frequency, to become the embodiment of love, of wealth, of miracles, of magic, joy, bliss, ecstasy, pleasure. Not only to become the most powerful person in the room, but the most magnetic. There is a feeling, a resonance, a frequency that you will hold when you have shifted the density within your physical body, your mental body, and your energetic body. When that shifts, alchemizes, and rises into light, you become extraordinarily magnetic in relationships, friendships, as a parent, for wealth, in business, in life. You will walk down the street and kids will be magnetized to you because they will resonate with the light that you embody. You will show up on social media and people will not be able to scroll past you because the light that you embody, there's a frequency. It's literally moths towards a light. It's unstoppable. You will walk down the street and for no reason whatsoever, people will literally look at you. Just cannot look away. I was in the spa. Oh my God, this is like the sweetest story. Actually, there's so many stories like this, but this is really good. There's two. I was picking up the boys from school and this little girl, this happens to me all this time. This brings me so, I want to cry because this brings me so much joy. This little girl just came running up to, never met her in my life, never seen her, comes running up to me and she's like, hello. And she comes in for a cuddle. That is because the frequency that I hold is a resonance to her light. And our children hold so much light because why? They haven't been witnessed or experienced the density that we have throughout our lifetime. They only hold the generational trauma. So they hold that they are the closest beings to our natural state of, I've got goosebumps everywhere. They are the purest light. The purest light. And their generational trauma is a part of their soul's mission. So it's all good. It's all part of their journey. They are the purest light. Oh my God, I've got my face has goosebumps. They are the purest light. And so when you'll know when you embody more light because children and animals will be so drawn to you. People will be so drawn to you. You will become the most magnetic person on the earth because it's moths to a light. I was in the spa the other day, like yesterday with the boys, and there was these two other little boys in the spa, and oh my gosh, like this one little boy just kept getting closer and closer to me, and I just wanted to like cuddle him because it's just my natural instinct is to just love and give love and be love and be the embodiment of love. It's like, it's our natural state of being, right? So that's what I'm wanting to do. It's like literally all I'm oozing is this love. And he just out of nowhere, he was literally like, my dad, he bought Minecraft. And I was like, oh, like, do you know how often that happens to me in my world? Children, people just are drawn to me, open up to me. It's the light. It's the light. It's the frequency of unconditional love. It's the frequency of just unconditional love. It's unconditional love because holding unconditional love holds a frequency where no matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter what parts of you that you show me, it's all lovable, it's all loved, and it's all worthy of love. And that is a powerful frequency and resonance. And that is our natural state of being. When we alchemize the parts of us that are a shadow, that we've rejected, that we've abandoned, that we've banished, that we hid in our skeleton closet, that we want no one else to see, when we bring love to those parts of us that we once thought were shameful and we held guilt for, and we alchemize it into light and we rise like a phoenix, that is the moment that we embody unconditional love, because we have brought unconditional love to all of us, which means that we become unconditional love for everyone. That little boy was drawn to me because of the love that I hold, the frequency that I hold, the light that I hold. That is where we're all going. My heart is literally skipping a beat, because this is our natural state of being. And this is the journey that we are all as a collective on. Nobody is eliminated from this. Nobody is going to be held back from this. Nobody is going to be left behind by this. You have a choice to move now and to lean into it. Your body will know. Your soul will know. What I'm saying will speak resonance in a frequency, in a tone. You will know. And so if you feel that calling, if you feel so drawn to being in my world and you can feel something in this, you'll know, you'll get goosebumps, you'll feel it in your whole soul, then I want to invite you to join us inside of Sacred Alchemy. This is an extraordinary 6-week online retreat that is going to blow your mind beyond anything that you've ever experienced before. This is your invitation to create your own inner sacred alchemy between your divine masculine and feminine, so that you can create this absolute undeniable wholeness within you. You're no longer looking outside of you to externally validate or bring wholeness to you within you, because you're already whole. This is your invitation to alchemize your shadow, to bring unconditional love to the parts of you that you thought were not lovable. Oh, candles are like literally, they're like spitting fire. This is where we get to transform and rise like a phoenix to embody more light, more unconditional love, and raise our vibration and frequency so that we become the vibrational match for our highest timeline and our highest potential, our highest version of us. Right there is the magic. And I want to invite each and every one of you to join us. You can literally join us for $222. I'm going to add the link below. This experience will be $2,222, which is wildfire extraordinary. And it's going to be going up to $888 soon. I love you. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye!